How are you?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Uh,
Yeah, so
Audio
I
on
just
this
have
thing.
a belt. We'll do some shoulder dislocates later, but as soon as if you want to just kind of foam roll out or use your trigger point ball to roll out your shoulders today while we wait for everybody to join.
Cool. Yeah, my shoulder let me turn my video on. My shoulder spasmed out this past weekend, and all I did was just I literally on my bad shoulder, I was just leaning like this on the ground for a little bit. Then I
Yeah.
got up, and then it spasmed for 12 hours and
Oh
wouldn't
no.
stop pulling on all my muscles. Like this entire thing was just hurting.
Ouch. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It's stupid. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Have you gone to see a doctor for it yet?
I mean, I was told that, hey, you can lift your arm. That means it's not hurting. So here, just take some ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're athletes. We're combat sports athletes. It's like we're stubborn as fuck. So yes, I can lift my arm, but that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, there's not something wrong with it. That's like the most frustrating part for me when I used to go to the doctors. I had like knee pain, and it would just kept reoccurring, and
Yeah.
they would be like, "You don't have any tears. You're fine. Everything's
Right.
fine." And it's just really annoying. But what I found for me, at least with lower body, it's a lot easier. But it was my left butt cheek was not firing
Mm.
essentially, so it would just like be asleep, and when I would try to do certain movements, especially on that left leg, then it would just give.
Yeah.
um, but it's still significantly more mobile than my right leg, which
Hmm.
is kind of concerning, but I don't think it'll ever be completely balanced. It's at least gotten a lot better since I've been doing a lot more strengthening and like
Yeah.
more range of motion exercises for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing we can do, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. Even with surgery, I know people who have had surgery, they're like, you know what? I kind of wish that I didn't do it because it never goes back. But
Yeah.
it would be nice to know, you
Right.
know, doctors
Yeah.
can actually give you information that was useful.
Yeah, but I want an MRI. I feel like it's not obviously nothing's dislocated or whatever, but something is torn or something, and I would like to know what it is. And even though they're like, well, it's the only thing you can do is rehab, and you might as well do rehab without the MRI. And I'm like, but for peace of mind, I would
Yeah,
just like to know and
exactly.
where exactly that is.
They really try not to do those MRIs too much. Notice that.
They lose money on the MRIs apparently, which is so what? I my health is more important than you losing money. Come on.
Yeah, no, it's the healthcare game. Unfortunately, it's so much about money than it is about. I mean, there's so much politics involved in everything. It's hard to get anything done.
Yeah.
All right, it's 6 o'clock. We'll get started at 6:05. If you have a foam roller or a ball and you want to roll out, while we wait for other people to join, go ahead. The only piece of equipment that you'll really need is like a belt, because we'll do some shoulder dislocates to start off after we foam roll. I've been really doing like a lot of, let me see if I have this thing. So this, I created, a, it looks weird if I put it on the camera like this, but I created a peanut. Um, and so it's you can do any size ball, any type of density ball either too. And I just took I wanted something bigger, so I took two softballs and I put them inside a scarf. And you can use any material that you have available at home that's going to hold both of them together. Right now, I let you do this and take it apart. But it's really good because you get, if you especially if you use it for your spine, you have support on both sides of your spine as you're rolling out. Right now, this is being finicky. So then it comes out like a peanut, and then you can just roll. It's usually tighter than this. It's not so flimsy when I have it in there good. But I just take the 2 balls, put it in my scarf, get a good way to wrap it. This is really good for your glutes too. Wrap it nice and tight. And then you kind of want like a little gap in the middle, and then have something to tie it off. So when you do roll on it, it has like a little space in the middle. You can get both sides of your body. You just roll out here. It's really, this one, the peanut is really good for your, I know, back in between your shoulder blades. I like this more so than foam roller. Tirza, if you want to grab a belt for yourself. Awesome. Sarah's joining us. Yeah. Oh, the towel will work, but you will need a longer towel because you want to be able to take the towel and bring it up and behind your body. Like maybe a full body towel. Yeah, and then get that one all the way. Yeah, try, if you can get it all the way behind your body with your arms straight, that's what you want. Yeah, so you can see like the shorter towel would have been a little bit more uncomfortable for you. And then we'll give about 2 more minutes to see if anybody else will join. We're missing Amy. Glad to see you back today, Jackie. We got Jennifer on the line. Yeah. So today is going to be more of a restorative day. We're going to go through some basic movements so far as just our forward rolls, our backward rolls, and hopefully we get some Granby action in there too. But everything's going to be connected to be like one whole flow, almost like doing gymnastica or a yoga class, jiu-jitsu yoga class. Hopefully get us all loosen up. Yep. I'm gonna raise this up for a bit. We'll start standing. We're gonna move. So, all right, so let's all start standing with our belts. I'm gonna raise this up a little higher. Pretty much got everything as high as it can go. We'll start with our belts out in front, and I want you to start pushing the belt away and turning your thumb so you really lock into the belt. You probably, if you have a tight chest like me, you'll feel the top of your chest squeeze. Then we're going to raise band up of head, push back as far as you can, and then go all the way down to your butt. We're going to do this 10 times. And then push out. I think, am I missing something? Chat box. Okay. So 10 times. It's going to be 2. Really try to go slow and on your own. Push out. 3, 4, back, 5, back, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Let me just check the participants one more time, make sure nobody's in the queue. And I'll come on back. Okay. Now we're just going to go to the side. So instead of both up and both down, you're going to go 1 up and really stretch off to the side. Bring your hand all the way around and then to your butt, right? And stick with the same arm. So again, switch arms, and then pull this bottom strap, pull your arm down, and then back, and then over. All right. So I'm reaching one hand above, really stretching my lats to the side, using my bottom arm to pull the strap, and then reaching my other arm around. It's going in a circle. Boom. There you go. Yeah, Cha. So you're bringing your hand, Cha. You're bringing your hand, the belt around your head the whole time. So the belt is in front of my face. Then I'm going to bring one of my hands to the side, and then I'm pulling the belt behind my head, all the way to my butt, and then back. When you're done with that, now you're just going to go in the circle the same direction, around in a circle the same direction, and then switch directions. Boom. Boom. Let the belt down. Let your body fall to the ground. Shake your hips. Stretch side to side. Get loose like a kid. Shake, shake, shake. Get loose. Get limber. Nice. Shaking. Good. Nice. And then we're going to come and lie down to the ground. You can put your belt to the side. You won't need it anymore. For the remainder of this class, we're probably going to be mostly on the floor. So I'm going to lower my camera so you guys can see me. Bring that down. Good. Awesome. All right. So we're going to start off just like how you are right now, Cha, lying on our backs. No, my camera's out of focus. Okay, good. So we're going to lie on our backs, bring our hands above head, and then try to press the back of your neck. Let me move my head the other direction. We're going to try to press the back of our necks to the mat and try to get our bodies as long as we can, pressing your rib cage down to the floor. And let's just start here. Let's bring our hands to the tops of our rib cage where they protrude out and really try to press your rib cage down to the floor as much as you can. Breathe in through your nose. Expand your belly. And breathe out through your mouth. Take a few breaths here in through your nose. Expand your chest. Expand your upper thoracic spine. And then release. Push your feet into the ground. Really push your upper back into the ground to straighten and lengthen your spine as much as you can. Breathe in, expand your chest. Try to fill up your chest and your shoulders with as much space as you can. And then relax and just let it go and let your whole body melt into the floor. From here, we're going to raise our hands up with the back of our hands on the palm of on the floor of the mat. Expand your fingers, and we're going to try to slide our hands up as high as we can with keeping everything in contact with the ground, our shoulders, our upper back. Try not to let your body peel from the floor, and reach up high, high, high. You can let your hands go out to a Y if you don't have as much range of motion. Reach, reach, reach as far as you can. Straighten your elbows. Keep your elbows connected to the ground, and then pull back in. Again. One more time. We're going to reach, reach, reach. Try to keep your spine, your lower back connected to the ground. You might feel different parts of your shoulder blades, your scapula spasming. That's okay. That means your body. This is the first time your body's doing this. Just stretch, stretch, stretch. Reach, reach, reach. Move only as fast as you can. And then pull your arms back down to the ground. We're going to try to do 5 reps here. One more time. Reach, reach, reach. Keep your spine connected to the ground. Make everything long, long arms, long elbows, and then pull back down to the ground. Come on. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale as you reach, expand your rib cage with air as you reach above your head, and then exhale, pull back down. Last one as we work with our breath. I'm going to reach, reach, reach. Expand. Inhale. Lengthen everything. And then pull your arms back down to the ground. Good. Take a minute to just relax here. Wiggle your shoulders if you need to. And then we're going to roll on over to our bellies now. So you can use your belt for this if you want to. You don't have to, but you basically want to keep tension or in your arms. That's why I'm using the belt. So I'm really stretching over. So I'm lying on my belly now at this point, and I'm going to try to keep my hips and my toes connected to the ground as I keep one hand glued to the ground, and the other hand's going to reach over and only go as far as you can. And then you're going to come back down. And then we're going to reach over to the other side. Boom. And then you're going to come back down to the ground. Yeah, exactly like that, Sarah. Good job. Good job, Jackie. Yes, good job, Tirza. Nice. Yeah, you got to work on your range. Cha. That upper thoracic spine. So we'll go 5 times each side. This is 2 for me. Stretch and reach. And when you reach up and your hands left the ground, try to hold it at the top position for about a second. Reach and expand as far as you can, and then let it back down with control. 2. 3. Reach. 3. 4. Reach. 4. 5. 9. And 5. Good. Let the belt go. Allow your body to melt into the floor real quick. Wiggle your shoulders if you need to. I know I need to. Take a moment to get back into your body. Now we're going to start with swimmers. So you're going to stay in the same position. Reach your hands above your head. And we're going to lift our chest. Squeeze your butt down so your hips press into the floor. And then lift your chest up. From here, we're going to swim. My palms are facing each other. I'm going to swim out. And then clap behind my body here. Ooh, I heard a crack. And then back. Well, above our heads. Move over. So we're going to do 10 here. Relax. Here and then down. Swim down. Clap your hands behind you. And then back. There you go. Just 2. Swim. Toes, butt, hips touch to the ground. Up. 3. Swim. Press down. Up. 4. Swim down. Back up. 5. Swim down. Back up. 6. Swim down. Back up. 7. Swim down. Back up. 8. Down. Up. 9. Down. Up. 10. And then relax. Let your whole body melt to the floor. Wiggle your shoulders. Make sure you switch from one cheek, turning your head either to face your right hand. Take a moment to wiggle your shoulder here. Then lift up your head and then face your left hand. So your neck gets an equal amount of stretching on both sides. Good. Now from here, let's bring our hands back to our chest. Push back into child's pose. Stretch back. Take a moment to expand your spine, to really reach long with your neck. Wiggle your head if you need to. And press your fingertips into the ground. Tuck your tailbone in. Arch your back. Allow your body to lean forward above your head and then press back into your belly. Boom. There you go. Good. Nice. So we're going to push ourselves back cha to lying flat on our bellies. So you push yourself out of child's pose. Exactly. We're going to go back to swimmers and do one more set. So starting with our hands reached above our head, press our toes and our hips to the ground. Lift your chest up and pull down. Clap behind your body for 1. Up. Behind your body. 2. Back up. Swim down. 3. Up. Swim down. 4. Up. Swim down. 5. Up. Swim down. 6. Back up. Down. 7. Up. Down. 8. Up. Down. 9. Up. Down. 10. Up. Take a moment to relax here. Wiggle your shoulders. Push yourself back into child's pose. Stretch nice and long. This time focus on stretching your armpits as much as you can. So I like to press my forearms down into the mat and really press my elbows down to mat and then push my chest down so I get a nice stretch into my armpits. Nice and long. Lean left and right, putting extra emphasis into one armpit or the next. Press your fingertips into the ground and push yourself back into a tabletop position from here. It's going to be tabletop. Yes. Good. Now we're going to start by tucking our tailbone in, tucking our chin to our chest, arching our back, and squeezing our shoulder blades together and pointing our elbows out. From here, we're going to tilt our tailbone to the sky. Head comes up, pulling our shoulder blades together and away from our ears. A little bit out of an activation in your chest. And then push back, tucking your tailbone, dipping your head, arching your spine, pulling your shoulder blades together, really reaching away from the mat, and then back. Tilting your tailbone up, shoulder blades away from your ears, getting your shoulder blades to touch, and then pushing back. This is 3. Exhale as you arch your back. Inhale as you tilt your tailbone to the sky, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Exhale, arching your back. Inhale, shoulder blades together. Times. Exhale, arch your back. Inhale, tilt your tailbone. Exhale, arch your back. Inhale, tilt your tailbone. Exhale, and then come back to neutral spine. Now we're going to start taking into our forward rolls, but we're going to start with getting like a shoulder stretch. So, excuse me, just start with our right hand. We're going to cross our arm over our body with our palm facing up, and then just get into child's pose and get a nice stretch from here. So I'm going to get myself closer. There you go. Leaning over. You can even take your fist and punching it into your own hand if your hands are tight, or you can scrub your forearms if your forearms are tight. Scrub it with your knuckles. Really dig in. Especially like if you guys do a lot of gi jiu-jitsu, so this is probably good because your forearms are probably really tight. You can even, if they're super, super tight, you can even use your elbow and get in there. And see how my hands are closing? This one's a really good one. Good. We'll go reach back out to child's pose and then switch to the other arm, palm facing up. Get a nice stretch in here. Smash your hand if you need to. Smash your fingertips, your knuckles. Smash your forearms. You even tilt your hand down and get the backside of your forearm if you want to. Use your elbow to get in there. And come back to child's pose. And then just take a moment to relax. Wiggle your rib cage from knee to knee. Get nice and loose. Good. All right. So we're going to go over forward rolls. Most of you guys know how to do it. Jackie, this will be a review for you. So we'll start with the typical position. Usually we start it, with practicing with your foot up. But we can also practice it from child's pose, right? So we can just practice it with both knees to the ground. The trick is that you're always trying to create a triangle. So I have, come up to this camera, I have both knees. And then if I put one hand on the ground, I have a triangle. Doesn't matter where I put it, if it's directly in the center, off to the side, most likely it's going to just be naturally just planted wherever it plants. From here, the loose arm is going to cut through, palm facing up. I'm going to kick. Both feet are going to kick my body over. So I'm looking in the direction my hand is with the palm facing up, trying to get my ear as close to touch my shoulder as much as I can. And then I'm gonna throw myself over for the forward roll, right? So this might be a little uncomfortable for you. Everybody else who knows how to do it, you guys can just do it. You don't need me to really instruct it. So forward roll, make sure you switch shoulder to shoulder. Yeah, really try to tuck your chin as much as you can, Tirza. Good thing that you're on the carpet. I'm watching you. Tuck your chin. There you go. Yes. I'm gonna do the other side. And then roll. You're doing good, Jackie. I see you, Tirza. Tuck your chin. Tuck your head as much as you can, T. There you go. You just gotta get your booty over. You can practice on the bed too. It might not be as hard. Really tuck your head as much as you can. Tuck your chin to your chest as much as you can. There you go. Yeah, that was it. Okay, now we're gonna do backward rolls. Okay, so backward rolls, we're gonna start seated. Butt cheeks. So we're gonna start seated. I'm gonna try to lie down so you can see what I'm trying to do. This way. So you got two cameras here. So I'm essentially breaking my neck to one side. So I'm gonna start with putting my right ear to my right shoulder, and then my knees. You see how if I did this, oh, actually it makes more sense if I do this. So my left ear is actually going to my left shoulder just because it looks, you guys can probably understand it based on my camera angle a little bit better. And I created a gap for myself here. So this is where I'm trying to roll myself over my shoulders. So my knees are gonna guide me to where I want to go. They're gonna guide my hips so my body rolls over this open space. So I'm gonna try to put my knees in this gap. So when I'm here, I'm gonna use a little bit of more abs here. I mean, I'm just kind of roll over my shoulder. Sorry, that wasn't a good one. But let me do it from here. So I'm breaking myself to the side. Let me see. You guys can see me. So here I have the space, and I'm trying to get my knees in this gap. So I'm rolling over my shoulder like that. There you go, Jackie. That was good. Good job, Tirza. So let me see you do it, Tirza. That T. There you go. Are you scared? Just do it. Just do it. Don't be scared. There's a kitty here. The kitty is giving you encouragement. So you got to get your ear to touch your shoulder. If you don't, you're going to roll over your neck, and you don't want to do that. This is good movement stuff for you. Yeah. Just keep practicing. Just keep practicing. Next time I visit, I'll help you. Yeah. Yeah, that was it. There you go. You're starting to get it. So we can practice. You're gonna create your own remix now. So it's the remix. It's the remix. So you do forward roll, since we're all in small spaces, forward roll into backward rolls. And then I'm gonna add in a hitchhiker and possibly a Granby too. So basically I'm just gonna forward roll. You can do it in any pattern that you like. So I can forward roll, backward roll, you know. I'm trying not to knock over my cameras, but just create your own flow into forwards and backwards rolling, connecting both. There you go. There you go, Jackie. You get it. It's getting better, Tirza. You just gotta be like a kid on the playground. The kiddies, they just move. It's okay. We all started here. There you go. I'm gonna help you next time I visit.
Think you have to like put your head on the side that you're rolling towards.
Yeah.
You're gonna forward.
For the forward roll.
Then you go that way you go on your arm, but then going backwards, I can't get the backwards on.
Oh, so you're getting the forward roll more than you're getting the backward one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually how it happens. And when I go, when I visit you next time, I'll try to help guide your hips and your feet so you understand the proprioception a little bit better.
Okay.
But this one you might get. So this one is not really a roll. It's just kind of like a shoulder awareness drill. And this is what we use to escape the arm bar, right? So it's the hitchhiker escape. So we're gonna be, you're probably gonna have to look at the wide angle camera, you guys. So I don't have the audio on the other camera, but you'll be able to see more. So my hand is here, right? I'm gonna point my thumb to the ground, right? So I'm here with my thumb up. We all know, everybody who knows jiu-jitsu knows you don't want your thumb pointing up because that's how you break the arm. So we're gonna point our thumb not just up because that's not enough. You have to point it down to the ground. So if my thumb's just this way flat, they can still arm bar me this direction, right? They could just still pull my arm this way, but I really want to tilt my elbow so it's pointing to the ceiling. So that means I really got to point my thumb down and behind me. So when I do that, I'm going to run away from my own arm. So I'm running away. So I'm taking my ear again. I'm putting it to my shoulder. I'm running away, and then I'm going to run. I don't have a lot of space. And I'm tucking my head under my own arm, and I'm coming out that way, right? And then we can start to remix it where you do a forward roll back into things or a backward roll. But we'll just start off with just that, and then I'll let you guys remix your roll for a little bit. So if Jackie needed me to see me, you and Tirza probably need to see me do it again. So a hitchhiker roll escape is here. My thumb is pointing to the ceiling. I'm going to point my thumb down, right? So I'm really trying to take my elbow and point it to the ceiling as much as I can. Then I'm going to put my ear to my shoulder and run away. And I'm keeping my thumb stuck to the ground just for more of a shoulder awareness drill. And I can run all the way out, right? With keeping my hand stuck to the ground. And then from here I can, forward roll. The forward roll and doing other rolls is just for fun. It's just to kind of play around. But this is going to give you more awareness for a more proprioception. Do the hitchhiker escape one, Tirza. Good job, Jackie. That's it. Yeah? This is going to help you with your roll. Right? Yep. Now run your feet towards the computers. That's it. There you go. All you advanced people, remix it. Just kind of float around, and just kind of play with your movement in your body. You guys all know the different ways you can move. We're gonna add in a Granby here in a sec. So we got our forward rolls, our backward rolls, our hitchhiker escape, and we're gonna add in a Granby. And then we're gonna go back into our flittity flu. I like this because it's kind of all upper body and it's getting you aware of, excuse me, how your shoulders move. and how your upper body moves. You still need to move your hips, as you can see. Good job, Jackie. Good job, Jennifer. Sarah, Shaw, you guys are doing great. Okay, a few more minutes. All right, last one. Now this one's really a doozy for the newbies. How should I face my body? I think maybe this way is probably the best way to do it. All right, so this is called a Granby. So basically I'm pancaking myself to do a sideways roll, right? So I kind of am tucking my hands underneath and really I'm reaching forward. So if the reason why I think of reaching forward instead of how it's traditionally taught where you're doing this, because you would really never roll like that. Essentially, if I'm doing a Granby, it's usually back into guard or it's part of my leg attack where I'm like the person standing in front of me. And actually this tripod, if you're looking at the big camera, the one that has a major overview, not the phone, because that's what I'm grabbing. Like this is going to be like me going into a leg here. So I'm reaching in for the leg and my foot would be hooking and this other one would be hooking. So I'm going to roll myself into a pancake. So I'm really essentially reaching forward, right? And my other hand comes up. Get the space. So I'm up, forward, I'm kicking, tilting, and then my feet are walking over and I'm coming to the other side. So I'm rolling into a pancake. All you advanced people, remix all the ways you know how to roll around. You know, you can roll not just into a Granby, but like almost a circular Granby where you're here. And then I'm walking my whole feet around. And then going back into forward rolls, backward rolls, hitchhiker escapes. There's just like a lot of ways you guys can move. If you're newer and this is not coming to you as naturally, just have fun trying to roll around. Don't worry, Tears. I will definitely help you get all these fun rolls later. But it's like, and part of it is just like trying to get yourself loose like a kid on a playground, like, and lose all the inhibition. Well, you know, to have a little less inhibitions where you're just kind of moving. There you go. Let's push up. Roll, roll, roll. We're going to do this for a few more minutes, and then we're going to get back into our flow. Try to do the forward, just the forward roll for now, Tirza. Just the forward roll. There you go. Let's finish your last rep here. If I do one more, and then we're gonna move on. Okay, so whenever you're done, let's come back into child's pose. If you need to roll out your neck, just start with your both hands on the floor, top of your forehead on the floor, go up and down for yeses. We'll do 10 together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we'll go nose, ear to ear. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then push back into child's pose and stretch from here. Good. Nice. Okay. That's a fun part for me. So now we're going to work on our spine. So we're going to push into down dog, but keep your knees tucked to your rib cage. So push forward and up into down dog. Keep your knees touched to your rib cage as much as possible. Expand your fingers, your spine, everything tight, and then come back down. Back into child's pose and really elongate your spine. Good. Push back again. Up to down dog, knees tucked to the chest. Hold here for a second, expand. Now this time reach your heels down if you can. To full down dog. Walk your feet in, tuck your knees back to your chest, and then back to child's pose. Stretch here. Good. Push again, back to down dog. Knees touch chest. Push your heels down to the ground if you can. Now we're going to shift forward into a plank. And push back to down dog. Now you're going to let your elbows fall to the ground, but walk your hands in close. Let your elbows fall to the ground and then push away for a tricep press. We'll do 10 here. So that's 1. Elbows fall to the ground, press away. 2. Good. Down, up. 3. Down, up. 4. Down, up. 5. Down, up. 6. Down, up. 7. Down, up. 8. Down, up. 9. Down, up. 10. Knees down to the ground, back to child's pose, and stretch your triceps. So if you need a good stretch, you can pull one arm across your body and really lean into the armpit, crossing your hands, and then switch to the other side. Really pull your hand across your body, cross your hands, and stretch. We're going to push forward again into down dog, but this time try and get as much space in front of you as you can. So pressing up to down dog, knees touch your chest, really expand through your shoulder blades, and push your heels down into full down dog. From here, widen your hands as much as you can, and either step or hop through. I'm going to step, hop, or walk through your legs. So you're going to step your feet through your hands. You can lift your body up if you can, if you don't have the range of motion. And then we're going to walk ourselves through. Put your hands behind you and stretch back. So you point your fingertips behind you, Jackie. Everybody make sure their fingertips are pointed back. You can slide your hips forward and really push your hips as far away from your body as you can so you get a nice stretch in the back of your arms. Really reach your hips as far away from your body as you can. Good. Now pull your hips through. As your hips begin to get like more in line with your hands, you want to point your hands to the side. And then as you're getting your hips behind you, you're going to point your hands forward. And we're going to push back into down dog. We'll do it again. So stretch back, walk, hop, or step your way through. So as I'm stepping, my hands are going to point to the side. I'm going to step through. As I get forward of my hands begin to point behind me. And then I'm going to stretch back. Pull your shoulder blades together. So there's activation in your shoulders so they're not loose. They're actually actively squeezed together. And then really try to get your hips as far away from your body as you can. Or push ourselves through again. Back. Try to keep your hands glued to the floor as much as you can. You see, I'm not too nimbly bimbly, but the more you do it, the more range you'll get in your body. Push yourself out, back, fingers pointing forward. Then start to turn your hands out to the side. Walk, hop, or step yourself through. Fingers point behind you. Now from here, we're gonna rock our knees side to side. Stay here for a second. Now go ahead and fall to your back. Take a moment to just breathe here. Roll out your shoulders as much as you need. Nice. So from here, we're going to work on a little bit of a technical stand-up. So just like how I mentioned in my hallway jiu-jitsu class, how we want to circle to get up, right? So we'll start on our going from our left side. You're going to circle all the way from your elbow, circle forward to your hand, and then up from here. Good. And we're just going to balance and base from here. So you're just going to base on your opposite arm, opposite hand, and hold. And then we're going to come back down, circle back around, all the way to your elbow, to your hand, and then push forward. I have my guard in front of me, still sitting on my butt, making sure everything's right. And then we're going to balance opposite arm, opposite hand, hold here for a second, butt down to the ground, circle to your elbow, to your back, and then back around. Everybody complete 5 left and right on your own. Circle left. This is 2. Up 3. Up 4. And on your 5th one, you're going to start to do full get ups. So be here, half get up, tuck your knee to your chest, then bring your knee behind your hand. There you go. Face forward and stand up. Good job, Tirza. Knee back to the ground, hand to the ground. We have our guard back. Pull your knee forward, and then we're going to roll back to the other side. Balance. Tuck your knee to your chest, pull your knee behind your hand, face forward and stand up. Once you got it, complete 5 full technical stand-ups on your own. Back. Two. 3. Make sure you have that guard ready. 5. Good. You're gonna come all the way down to the ground. Finish with one last strength shoulder workout. So we're gonna face our bellies. On the camera right. Be on our belly for this one. Again, we're gonna bring our hands above our heads. This time we're gonna pull our hands into a W and squeeze your back as much as you can. From here, we're gonna reach out to a T. Really elongate your neck. Pull back to the W. Reach out to either an I or a Y. And pull back to the W. Reach to the T. Back to the W. Back to the Y. That's 2. W. We're going to do 10. T. W. Y. W. T. W. Y. W. 4. T. W. Y. W. 5. T. W. Y. W. 6. T. W. Y. W. 7. T. W. Y. W. 8. T. W. Y. W. 9. T. W. Y. W. 10. T. W. Y. And relax. Rest those shoulders. Rest those necks. Roll over to your back whenever you're ready. Let's finish how we began. Neck press to the ground. Spine press to the ground. Let's reach above us. Really expand wide. As far as you can. And then pull back down. Expand out as high as you can. And then pull back down. Really try to squeeze those back muscles as much as you can. Press up. And then down. Up. Down. Last one. Up. And then down. And relax. Let your hands fall down to your side, palms open. Let your body relax for a second. Take a moment to congratulate yourself for today and showing up for class today. I want to share, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for coming. Roll up to your side and then come up to seated whenever you're ready. How was that? Did today's class make you guys' shoulders feel looser? Yes or no? Or, yeah, I got a thumbs up from Jennifer. How's your shoulder feeling, Chad? Did it spasm at any time during the workout?
No, but it's like still not cool after, what was that, Sunday? So there are like some things that it just doesn't want to do right now.
Right now, so still resting. Okay, well, I think that's all you can do to let it rest until it gets better, unfortunately. Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, thank you again for coming to class. I hope today's class was helpful, as always. If you have any suggestions for any other workouts that you guys want to do, feel free to shoot it my way. I'm happy to like design a class around it always. Also, I checked the schedule. It looks like there's an opening for Thursday. I have Caroline, who's been my favorite training partner to work with. She's like you and Sarah. Cha and Sarah is like me and Caroline. So she's back. Unfortunately, she's only really available Thursday evening. So if you guys are available Thursday at 7 p.m., I can do that the advanced deep half with all the leg locks in there and other sweeps too. If you guys give me a thumbs up if you're down for that. If you still need to think about it, you're in for it. You don't know, Jennifer? Oh, you are in? Okay, cool. Awesome. And Jackie, we'll get you up to speed. We'll figure out a basics foundational class for at least what you need to understand for deep half. But we had done deep half last week, and there are some things that I wanted to pull out for the class too. So hopefully I'll get something going for you following week once I get all the advanced-y, leg locky fun stuff class out the way.
Yeah, I was sorry to miss it. I just started taking classes on Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay, on for other classes too. Yeah, that's okay.
School classes.
Yeah, school classes. That's totally okay. We'll figure out a day for you for another class again in the future. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.
Thanks, Vaughn.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. How can I not leave this?